Today I will be showing you guys the easiest way to change the motor on the Traxxas Slash, Bandit, Rustler, and many more. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove the right wheel. This is beneficial because it can sometimes get in the way of your screwdriver. After you remove the wheel, you're going to want to get a support to hold the Traxxas up so you get a better angle while unscrewing. The next thing you're going to want to do is remove the gear cover. Inside there will be two screws which hold the motor in place. Before you unmount the motor, you're going to want to disconnect the wires holding the ESC to the motor. After you do that, you're going to want to start to remove the screws holding the motor in place. But make sure you use a small screwdriver or you remove the spur gear so that you do not damage the spur gear in the process. In my case, I do not need to do this because my new motor came with a pinion gear. But if yours did not, you'll have to take it out your old motor. It is very simple. All you need to do is take out the one screw in the middle of the pinion gear out with a super small Allen key. After you take it out, you just slide it on the new motor and put the same small screw back in place. After you put the pinion gear back on, you're going to have to take the motor and put it back in its housing. After you put the motor back in its housing, you're going to want to start to tighten the screws back in. Make sure you line up the pinion gear and spur gear so there's no grinding. After your motor is fully secured back in, you're going to want to reattach the wires to connect the motor to the ESC. Now that the motor is back in place, you're going to want to reattach the gear cover. Now that everything is back together, it is time to remove the support and put your tire back on. Now that everything is back together, you're going to want to plug your battery in so you can test your motor. As you guys can see, my motor works perfectly fine. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more content.